With tousled hair, pajamas, and a beautiful sunrise over the historic Hudson River, this is your beloved blogger, Robert LaCosta, saying, arise and shine. And this week's topic, noticing something new every day. Oh, you think that's impossible? Well, for me, it started with guardrails. Guardrails, you ask? Yeah, guardrails. I would be driving roads that I'd taken hundreds of times, and I started looking to the side over a guardrail, and I would notice a beautiful manicured lawn, or I'd notice a cornfield in the distance with the sun going down or up. And then I'd be driving along, and I'd say, let me look up, and I'd notice a beautiful view of the Catskill Mountains, which are our local mountains here. Well, I didn't drive off the road or anything, but it reminded me of life, and it was a metaphor. We drive through life every day doing the same things, but there are things to be noticed every day. It happened just the other day. I was driving through the south end of Albany, and I happened upon Cherry Hill, which is a historic house in our south end, and there were 40 cars parked outside. That was something new. So my wife encouraged me to go in, and it was none other than the Albany Historic Fair. So I go in, and the beautiful grounds, the gardens, and the Dutch colonial house built in the 1700s I'd never seen before. It had been there, but I'd never noticed it before. This time, I not only noticed it, I went in. And under the main tent of the fair was none other than the guest speaker, Pulitzer Prize recipient, Albany's favorite son, writer of Ironweed, which became a famous movie starring Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep. It was William Kennedy, a great author. Now, being a writer, this was a great moment for me, and I got to listen to him later, got to talk to him. But you know, there is really something that happens to us when we notice something new every day. There's a treasure there. And today's portal to heaven, when we begin noticing something new every day, it nudges us to become something new. And our scripture today comes from none other than the end of the book. Now, isn't that ironic? Where it says, he who is seated on the throne says, I am making everything new. Write this down. He said to me, it is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Now, isn't it something that the Alpha, the beginning, and the Omega, the finisher, talks about making something new? So this is your beloved blogger, Robert LaCosta, calling upon you to notice something new every day. Arise and shine.